Hi guys, it's Primrose and welcome back to my channel. I am surrounded by these beauties here today. Today I wanted to share the top 3 houseplants that I have in my care for over 3 years now, and so far I find them very easy to take care of, especially indoors. I mainly grow my houseplants indoor inside our home, and I wanted to start with this Dracaena over here. Number one, so far this has been the very easy houseplant for me. I have this in my care for over 3 years now, and many winters has passed by, and it's just growing so lush. So this is the red and green variety. It has that red tone to the edges of the leaves. It was a very small cutting. Leaves were like barely coming out from the soil when I first got it, and it thrived for many winters that it was mainly in a low light situation. And Dracaena comes in many varieties. So I got this too for I think I paid £3 for these 2 plants, and the white and green variety with a bit of pink tone to the edges of the leaves. This is more a slow growing one compared to the one over here. So it's a 3-stem plant, and this one is just a single stem, and it can tolerate so much neglect. And another Dracaena is this one. So this is the Dracaena Janet Craig. It's a very slow grower. It's more than a year old, and I got it as a tiny cutting for about £2, and it's been doing really well on a low light condition all throughout winter. And as you can see, it's still very green, and it's actually putting out a lot of new leaves. And the newest one in my collection, this is another type of Dracaena. So among all these 4 Dracaenas that I have here, this one is getting bright light without any direct sunlight at all, and so far it's doing well. I only have this for about 6 months, so I cannot really talk so much go into detail about this plant, but so far it has survived the winter, and it belongs to the Dracaena family as well. So that's the number 1. And the second plant that I would recommend for a beginner is the very famous, very easy to take care of pothos. So this is very easy to propagate, and the reason that I placed it in just one pot together with this Dracaena is because they both thrive under low light condition. So as you can see, I took a lot of cuttings out of this plant, and it just keeps growing. So if you have this in your collection, or if you're thinking of getting this plant, normally the bottom leaves are a lot smaller compared to the one on the top. it's more wider, not as big as my hand, but it's definitely a lot bigger compared to the bottom leaves down there. If you're a beginner, I recommend that you stick to this green version, because I have a golden pothos, or sometimes it's commonly called as a neon pothos. This one is not as resilient compared to the green variety. This one needs a more brighter indirect sunlight, and in fact I have a bigger pothos. Let me just show you right over there. It used to be so bushy and so big, and it has gotten so sparse. It lost a lot of leaves during the winter, especially when I was away for a while. When I came back, it was bone dry and I panicked. I gave it too much water and it just started to rot. And the last plant that is in my top 3 is this spider plant. Look how gorgeous that is. It's very lush. It's currently living on top of our cabinet. Inside our bedroom, we have the south facing window and the west facing window, but it's a few feet away from the windows, so it's not getting any direct sunlight at all. And on a bright sunny day like this today, it's getting a lot of bright light in that area where this plant is currently living, but on a rainy, cloudy day, it's in a low light condition. So it survived the winter, and it's actually producing these very large leaves, but of course the new ones are a bit narrow compared to the old ones. And this plant can tolerate a little bit of direct sunlight, but it can also thrive under bright light without direct sunlight. That is all, and thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye. Happy growing.